if I don't have my hat on, I'll play with my hair. So it's better that I've got a hat on. Um,
As a rap fan, I can't move past this. You have performed with Kendrick Lamar before. What did you think of the Super Bowl?
Mate, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen it.
Dead set.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
haven't
on
I haven't
YouTube.
seen it, man. I saw some clips of it, but I haven't actually watched it.
Fair. Okay. Well, the whole thing, if you feel like it, the whole thing is up on YouTube. Apple was nice enough to put it up there, and it's
Did you like it?
say again.
Did you like it?
I fucking loved it. The whole thing. I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have this great loyalty to Drake. I could not name one Drake song.
Yeah.
I don't care about the man. I don't hate him, but I'm finding this whole thing, my God, so entertaining. And
Oh,
yeah.
it's brutal, isn't it? The way that he's just been demolished by the whole industry almost. Like they've all just come for him to show their hatred.
Oh, mate.
Poor
Wow.
bugger.
Well, this got me thinking because I've seen some footage of you doing rap battles and stuff back in the day. Now, it's all well and good for, Kendrick and Drake to be throwing these, beef tracks at each other, from, across cyberspace and whatnot. You used to have to do battle raps where you're standing there, almost nose to nose with some bloke who is standing there calling you and all sorts of horrible things, like what does when you were doing rap battles and stuff and you're standing there and just having someone trying to get under your skin, what's going through your head normally?
Man, honestly, in those battles, I don't really pay attention to what they're saying because I'm so focused on trying to remember what I'm going to say. Um,
Uh,
but I remember there's moments where they say stuff, especially when the crowd goes crazy at what they say, that there is moments where you hear that and you go, "Ooh, they're doing well," especially
yeah.
against Kirk. Like there was a lot of moments where he had the crowd going crazy, and it was like, "Ooh, this is going to be a dogfight."
I remember you adjusting it. Did you used to have like a little bit of a nervous habit of just playing with your hat while you were waiting, just as a kind of a tick thing?
Yeah, man, I think I've got heaps of that, to be honest. I've got a lot of stuff that I do. If I don't have my hat on, I'll play with my hair, so it's better that I've got a hat on. Um, yeah, I do heaps of stuff like that.
And mate, as I feel like as the Australian hip hop scene, I feel was really popping off in the late 2000s when I was first a journalist between '05 and '08 in Tasmania, and that's actually how I think I interviewed Pez back in the day. Because as soon as I saw his name, I'm like, I know that motherfucker. I'm pretty sure I've spoken to him, like back in the 2000s. Um, it was a popping off scene. You had, Pez, Hilltop, all these, guys who were doing, making a lot of noise, but it feels very different now. Like we have a thriving metal scene. Anyone could argue that they're the ones keeping the festivals, circuit alive these days. But rap, I feel, has a much lower profile in this country. I mean, to what extent am I talking out of my ass here?
Oh no, I think you're spot on, man. In though it was almost like a bit of a Renaissance era back then. It was like Pez. I remember Draft. There was like Seth Century. There was Bliss and Esso. Everyone was really doing quite well, and the festival circuit was huge at that time. Which I think that probably adds an element of it too, because that's been phased out so much now because it got so oversaturated that a lot of them had to drop off. But if you look at the scene now, it's a. I mean, back then, this is going to sound like I'm throwing shade on it, right? But there's no malice or anything behind this. But back then, Australian hip hop did have its own sound. It had like its own identity, and I feel like where it's gone since, even though dudes are using their Australian accent, it to me it sounds like there's very much a lot of UK influence, and
Mhm.
a lot of American influence where it sounds a lot more like UK rap rather than Australian rap. And I think that's probably natural because the UK grime scene and all that has popped off so much. It's really had a ripple effect in Australia, and it's natural that it's going to go that way. But I feel like there's everyone's sort of trying to emulate the same thing rather than do their own and embrace their own sound. It's like they're fitting in rather than standing out.
Yeah, and I think that's really interesting that you raise a good point because that was the thing that I remember being really striking. You know, you'd turn on the radio and you'd hear guys like Hilltop and stuff popping off, and they're talking like us. Like it was a big thing for people like me growing up. Rap to me was American growing up. That's all it was. There was none of that really when we were coming up, and it's only now, it was when I was younger that it was great that it was starting to diversify. But yeah, it's strange, isn't it? It's
Yeah, it'll come in waves, man. I think it'll have another revival pretty soon, but
mm,
someone's going to have to come out with some really original stuff, and then it'll blow up again, I reckon.
because that's a strange thing. Even like marketing, what we do. We're primarily a heavy music publication, and there's thousands of Facebook groups and stuff for metal. I think I found one for rap, and I believe it was the last time we spoke to you. And I was like, "Got this interview, great. Where the fuck am I going to send it?" Like no
Mhm.
one, there were just like Facebook groups and communities and stuff. I'm like, is it so far underground that it's not even on the internet? Where does a bloke find a rap community in Australia these days?
If you go on Instagram and just type in "take flight,"
Mhm.
there's they're probably the leading kind of media outlet that really promotes all forms of Aussie hip hop. So you'll see all the young people coming up, but also all the oldies who are still at it. It's like, yeah, that's probably the biggest platform for it at the moment.
Take flight. I like it. Okay. So, hey, look, we've got limited time. Let's get into it. What can you tell me about Out of the Blue? Is the title, as I'm going to use my detective hat, is it the title alluding to mental health?
Very much talking about mental health and addiction. I guess just being in a dark place altogether. So the blue represents probably the last 20 years of my life of trying to constantly navigate life, struggling with addiction, mental health issues, and stuff like that, and trying to find my way. And I
Mm.
think this album I wrote this right when I pivoted away from the darkness and started finding myself again. And I think this is a real good reflection of where I was at that time.
So for a bit of context, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I'm over 7 years sober. And I remember when I was going through rehab, that there was one or two people in there for codeine addiction. And I remember thinking, codeine, what, like the pain pills? That's it. Like I remember finding that quite fascinating. And then when I was reading up about your recent history, I was like, oh shit. So you went through something similar like that too. Is what how would you describe the way you live at the moment? Is it soberish or is it how would you describe it?
The way I live today.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so when I went to rehab about 5 years ago, I was in there for about 4.5 months, and I was getting off methadone and all these hectic benzodiazepines and stuff like that. And I got out, and it hasn't been a flawless run.
Mm,
I will admit that it hasn't been perfect. I was in the probably first year and a half when I got out, I was struggling, man. Like I was
yeah.
in a dark place, and it was during lockdowns as well. So it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
it was just worse. It was just really, really bad time to be by myself. But at the same time, I didn't want to be around anyone else because I was just feeling
Yeah.
so low. And since then, it has just been this process of I got off the methadone, and I've been weaning off all the medications that I was on. I was on like 6 medications. I was on like mood stabilizers,
Mm,
antidepressants. What else? I was on Suboxone. Um, I'm still on. I've got like 2 more medications to go, and then I'm done. So I'm completely out of active addiction. I'm not drinking. There's no using or anything like that. I haven't been doing
Mhm.
that for a long time, but I won't say that I'm clean and sober until I'm off all the medication.
Okay. Now, would you even put antidepressants under that bandwagon?
Yeah, I got off that. Yeah, I mean, if you're on antidepressants, I wouldn't say you're not clean.
Hmm.
But for me, like the two medications that I've got to go is diazepam and Seroquel. So I don't think the diazepam helps with sleep,
Hmm.
um, and the Seroquel helps with sleep as well. But it's an antipsychotics, and I just want out of all of it.
Yeah. I think I'm actually on that as well, but on a different name.
Oh,
Seroquel,
right.
quetiapine, I think is the
Yeah,
same thing.
quetiapine. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Well, there you go. Yeah, after I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to fuck it off too. It's been a while, and
Oh man, and like I'll have it and it makes me ravenously hungry. Like I'll wake up throughout the night just wanting to smash anything I can eat. It's so bad.
really, there you go.
Mm.
Um, well, mate, first of all, like, well done on everything that has happened. That you've gone through well, and it doesn't need to be a flawless run. Who gives a fuck? The only person in here is you're impressing is yourself. So well done.
Yeah,
This is good.
yeah.
So
Thank
I'm
you,
proud
man.
of you, man. I know that means very little. You don't know me, but um, mate. So you're coming out with pairs on this run. Is that true?
Yes.
Nice. So when did you guys first start working together?
Oh man, back when we played basketball together. I was about 16 and he was, I think, a year or two above me. And that's how we met. He used to dress like a full-blown homie, and I used to as well. And that sort of we clocked one another like, hey,
Yeah.
I bet I bet he listens to rap. And that's how we started hanging out. We started talking about the music we liked and that we both rapped and stuff. And then we connected really, really quickly and just developed this brotherhood that has lasted till now.
Now, I do this kind of thing where it's all said in jest, but I'll get two artists and I'll kind of pit them against one another. So Matt, Australia must know who'd win in an arm wrestle between 360 and Pez.
Oh, that'd be close, man. It'd be close because I've been training, I've been going hard, but I don't know whether that really transcends into arm wrestling. And
Yeah.
also, but at the same time, Pez has been doing some um what's it called? Like when you do gardening, what's that called? The job?
Oh, landscaping.
Landscaping, yeah. So he's developed a lot of strength too, so to be close, man.
Yeah, he's got those weeding muscles. Look out.
Yeah.
Um, so obviously this we mentioned a bit before about rap battles, and I now this is not having a dig. It was a very different time. It was a long time ago, but back in the day, like there's a lot of homophobia in the way people,
Yeah.
in the banter and stuff. Do you
Yeah.
think that that has changed?
I think it's changed a lot. Like you don't say the F word to explain a gay person anymore. I mean,
Hmm.
when I remember when we used to do that back in the day, it was never meant to say you're gay. It was like
Yeah.
it was like a way of just throwing shade on someone with a quite meaty word. But since then, it's faded away completely. Like no one really does it anymore.
Hmm.
I think people are a lot more understanding that it's not the words to use, you know?
It opens more creativity too, as well. I think if you're,
Yeah,
it's like, come on, don't get under someone's skin because you think they go. Get under their skin because their last two albums weren't very good.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly. You got to be more creative than just say like your mum jokes and stuff like that, you know?
so yeah, I love it, man. Like yeah.
Hey man,
Yeah,
I've got another interview at 2:45.
yeah, tracking, mate. All good, all good. Yeah, mate. Look, we can wrap this up. I did get told that we had to keep it as 15, so I appreciate you joining me earlier. We'll say goodbye now, Matt. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate it. It's good to finally speak to you, and yeah, man. Look, keep doing it. I'm glad to see Australian rap still going in some capacity at least, and rock. So yeah, man. Ride the wave up. Hopefully,
Thanks so much, brother.
no,
Congrats on the 7 years of sobriety too, man.
Appreciate it, man. It was really nice of you to say. Thanks, mate. Be good.
Cheers, man. Have a good one.